Hello, my beautiful Sagittarius. Welcome to my channel. This is your favorite Divine Light, and today we're going to be looking into the gifts and blessings of November. Also, we're going to dive deep into is there any blockages along the way and what you can do to resolve those things. At the end of your reading, I will be reading your channeled messages. We got some channeled wording and suggestions and so forth. And also I'm going to reveal your intuitive life coaching message to get clarity how to deal with the situations in your mind. Okay, if you have a situation, or maybe you're looking for clarity about a circumstance or something happening, we're gonna hold this down there and we'll see together. I was actually doing Leo the other day. We're gonna start with your cup, move on to your saucer, answer yes or no question. Okay, this is looking gorgeous, by the way. I see like initially I interpret this kind of like a ball king as a chunks of money, opportunity, abundance, source of abundance coming your way. And this kind of reminds me a type of fish. Okay, like the tail, it has a tail. You see like the fish is swimming right there. Kind of reminds me of that big river fishes. Catfish, I think it's a catfish, is a river fish, like a big head. It seems like it. And I think I was actually reading a book called Ecology of Law. I can't remember the writer's name, Otto something. And he was talking about this actually river fish. Okay. So that just reminded me of that. I'll get to that later on. Reminds what that actually he was saying in the book. What I see here is you are entering into a massive crowd within the first 2 weeks of this upcoming November. There's a tears of joy, a pathway opening to you towards the end of the month, okay? And this can be related to this crowd because its continuing effects are actually going to, maybe this is a place that you have been in already, or you're entering in right now, and the references that you get from there is going to open up a new pathway for you. Maybe if you're working on a project or working in a company that is actually like doing helping people a lot, and what you're going to gain from that, this can be the experience also. It doesn't have to be specifically someone referring you to another place here, even though I see a sword can be a Libra, Gemini, or an Aquarius, can also indicate the sword of justice. But I will interpret this in the positive sense. I don't want to say that this environment that is going to wrong you and then you're going to go out for justice and you're going to have the victory of that, the tears of joy of that. This can be also something positive, that experience that you gather from this crowd, or the information, the experience, the guidance you gather from them is going to bring you to this justice moment. Okay, and the pathway opening outside, there's 2 pathways opening. One of them has a W here. This can be also another win that you're going to gain, and there's a male character here, and there's also another character here with a long elongated head, if you can see that one. This one is wearing a crown, by the way. Okay, so this can be a little bit a rough road that you need to travel, or you need to have conversations with the people who has authority. Crown usually indicates authority of these people. What's going to happen there is, I feel like this road is also another collecting experience, or collecting, like you're going to be collecting something here. Okay, maybe even paperwork that you're going to get from the authorities. Like if I can interpret it as maybe in order to get a working permit from a country that you want to move, you have to go through your current space, your current country's authorities, and this can be like a consulate or something like that, because it's outside of your comfort zone here, and maybe in another state that you have to travel, another city you have to travel. And this is actually a heavy dense energy. When you enter into the environment, you might get the feeling of, oh, they will never give me approval. These people are like here, because in like bureaucratic systems, they're too slow. And when you walk into these kind of spaces, most of the time, I don't want to classify and say like every bureaucratic space is actually like in a negative environment, but this might have like a heavy dense energy. like the post offices. And I'm not specifying in a certain country when it comes to post office. Like I have been to post offices in the East, in the Europe, in the West, in Americas, and they both have the same heavy dense energy. That's what I mean by that. I don't mean by like specifying certain country. It's like the even like in the best countries that we know as today have that kind of like a heavy and like quiet. They are quiet all, and they have this heavy energy in there. Okay, that's what I mean by that. So I don't mean to like say post offices are bad places. Never say that, because that's actually the place that helps us reach to our loved ones. Now we have social media and all that stuff. Before that we didn't have it, and those were the spaces that helped us a lot to reach our loved ones far, far away, which I used to love writing letters back in the day to my friends. And some of them I lost them, even though we now have social media. But before that, I had their addresses, I was writing them. And as soon as I stopped them, I lost them, I stopped writing letters. So because I talked about a lot with the post office, I feel like there's something information here for you. This space can be a post office that you need to mail things out, okay? Maybe you are actually sending emails, or you are talking via internet with the people here. Maybe you need to mail some things in, okay? Send some things in, and you need to look into that as well, okay? Because I don't feel like spirit is random. If the information came through, there's something in there that you should know about. Okay, let's get back into this crowd. What I see here is, initially I see a hat, okay? The hat doesn't have a person under it. It kind of looks like there's a rose inside of the hat. Like it's just a light bulb, has a rose inside of it, and there's a hat covering it. Hat, again, like I said, indicates authority here. And the rose indicates something you would love to do. Light bulb is basically the light bulb moment. I feel like there's going to be an idea coming to you within the first week. It seems like towards the end of the first week, this idea is going to be very light and bright. And also it's not going to have like a dense energy. It's going to have a very light energy here, okay? Rose indicates this is going to be regarding something you would love to do, you would love to have, or maybe you would love to eat. Can be something that you would love to eat. Maybe you never cooked before that you're going to be cooking. And like, I know this sounds, when I say this is like random, but usually how the inspiration comes through is through creativity. And whatever is cultivating your creativity at the moment and accessible to you is actually a way for you to connect with your higher self energy. And higher self can actually guide you from there easily when you connect to it. And cooking is something most of us do. I'm not classifying, but day to day, even like cracking an egg in the morning, that's like actually just dressing it up with a little bit spices can be the inspiration there. That can lead you to going to a certain store to pick up certain spices, okay? Like that is actually a chain of events that we cannot really follow with our logical mind, but our spirit, our higher self is actually guiding us through those chain of events, okay? And I see here, there's a light bulb moment that you're going to have doing something you would love to do. And that will actually, the hat indicates that will bring some ideas, some authoritative ideas to your mind. Authority can indicate something that you do really well, okay? And when you follow that inspiration, I see that you have even bags in your hand. I see there's a person here, their arms are high up in the air. They have like the bags in their hand. This kind of reminds me of those cheerleaders. They have that little, I don't know what they're called, this like yarn that's glittering little yarn balls in their hand. That kind of looks like that, like a cheering basically, celebrating, picking certain things up, so, like cheering for something. That will be, this can be like you receiving cheering with the work you put in there, that the idea that you're creating, following that inspiration, that you're going to get a lot of cheer. And also maybe this can be your energy that you're going to be like cheering with this new creation of yours, okay? That is going to change your energy, absolutely. And like I said, we have a crowd here. There are like small dots here. These are the people on the background. This can be something you can actually display to many people with the means in your hand, okay? Because nowadays we don't really have to go too far to reach to many. So it seems like here, whatever that creation, this is reaching to many and putting you in a very good environment that will help your, like, help you, even maybe this can even be like a program or a book or a creative idea that you have, that immediately, as soon as you put it out there, it is going to be picked up. Okay. I see a letter M as in Mary, because I see a woman here, an older woman. She has a feather on top of her head. Kind of reminds me of Native American. So, okay. If you're Native American, just comment down below and let me know if this is like offensive to you, because I heard somewhere that they said like, we're not natives, we are the Americans. Like you have like a certain, I think, a way that you call to yourself. In like, I heard that before. Like if there's such like a term that you use in between you guys, just let me know that I can use that term for you, okay? Because America, the name of America comes from American Vespucci. I think he was an Italian explorer, sailor. Yes, let's get to more of that. I see there's like a woman on top of her head. There's a feather. Feathers, I keep collecting my feathers now because somebody actually commented down below to tie them together and just, you know, hang them up by the wind so they can bring desires. These are the 4. I found these today when I was taking my walk. Okay, so the feathers can indicate initially the quills because they are intellectuality. That's what they were using those as pens back in the day. So this woman can be someone intellectual, someone older though, maybe a professor even, and someone who has like knowledge about certain things that you would like to manifest. Okay, you can get some advice from this person. This can be an ancestor of yours showing up here to maybe even give you some advice. And we have in your channel message here what came through, because there's a reset, restart, re-begin, like a test it out, retesting came forth as a message. And I wrote here, when you know better, you do better. This is coming from Maya Angelou. That's her quote. So this can also be someone that will actually give you encouragement, okay, into the new things that you're going to start doing. The new things can be looking for a new job, starting a new relationship, and like I said, maybe just following your passion, whatever it is that you had as an idea for a long period of time. And this woman is there hugging you, giving you the support that you're needing. I see a letter M, Amanda, Mary, Kim, Madison can be in their first name or the last name, and this person is appearing here to support you, okay? And I want to mention this is a general reading. I know it becomes a little specific, but it can be something that you can actually interpret for yourself as well. I see that this is going to be happening towards the end of the second week, and then that crowd is going to start to dissipate. And I see there's a bird flying here, kind of like an eagle, but the wing of the eagle is reaching out forward. Eagles usually represent, I'm using here the stick too. Here we have a dove. So indicate freedom. But the thing is, the idea comes forward. Maybe the environment that you're going to walk into will be supporting you. This can be even a mentor in that space, and they will be guiding you towards a direction. But then at the end of the day, you gotta fly alone. Even though you're reaching out like a human being, this bird is reaching out. This indicates that like you can get help, but at the end of the day, you have to fly alone, okay? And you have to lead with confidence and maybe even become a leader for many, okay? You can get help. Even the mentors have mentors. That's not a bad thing. But eventually you have to guide and lead people here. I see there's actually a light bulb happening. There's a light bulb moment happening for you, which we had the light bulb moment, a small one, and there's going to be a big one. And when that happens, you're already going to know what you're doing. I see here there's a ship. Like you can see the bottom of the ship kind of looks like a hat too, and there's going to be definitely sailing forward, okay? Resetting, like I said, there's like the message comes forward as resetting, but here you're going to be moving on to a new direction, a new course as well, okay? What else I see here? There is actually like there is a boiling pot basically. I see a roof right there. And there is actually a little mountain next to a roof. This can be a new space that you're going to be moving because there are two different pathways opening here. There's a star. Star indicates wish fulfillment. So this moving in can be moving into your own space at the end of the day, that the reaching out, leading, finding that perfect space for you, maybe guiding people to find that perfect space for you. That can be also the symbol here, symbolizing. But eventually I see there's a new house, a new, like building your new house. New house can be new mindset too. But I see a person here with like big mustache. This can be with a male character as well. This male character has like a cross in one of their eye. Cross, I'm going to interpret this as a religious personality or someone with a strong belief. And I see a W here. W can be, we saw the second W here, I think. The W can be a win or a William victory. Like this is like, this person can be like a win for you, and it can be like a William can be in their first name or the last name as well. And they are here hovering above you. They're not really coming forth right away, but they need your allowance to come forward, come into your space. Okay. And I feel like afterwards, towards the end of the month, everything is getting lighter. The energy is going to get lighter. Maybe you have to start thinking a little, maybe just using your mind power to reach to a solution here. As soon as you reach the solution, the house is showing up, the place for yourself is showing up, being embraced, basically finding your own space. And even I see there's a big fish here. Fish can indicate like a financial maybe gain coming forward. How can we interpret the financial gain? Okay, if this is a situation that you're looking for a new home, maybe you have a certain budget, but everything that you're loving and you are wanting is out of your budget. And this can indicate that whatever is coming forward here for you, maybe you have, that's why you have this darker aura here. That's why negativity is showing up. You're not feeling confident this is going to show up, but I feel like here it is going to show up. It's going to be better than ever. The mountain on the side indicates it is going to have some natural air, basically clean air. And the fish indicates you might even have something left over at the end of the day. This can apply to any situation that is in your life, okay? And the fish that can be something much better than you are anticipating to have. And the guy here can be like a friend also supporting you, okay? Allowing you, maybe waiting for you to ask for support to come forward. And whenever I see like here people like that, people are in our lives are actually like the basically soul companions that we have selected before we come onto this planet, and they're not really the creator of the things. They are actually like the hand of God. That's how I see, and I see myself as hand of God as well. I'm not like I don't ever say like I make that happen, I am the reason for it. No, I am not. God allowed me to happen, because sometimes when you want to make a favor to someone, you're intending, but you cannot even find a person to do a favor, because like if it's not meant to be, if it's not, you're not the hand of God there, you're not being like cultivated by the sacred power and energy, you cannot even do that favor. That happens. Like maybe you want to give like money to someone on the street, you cannot even find a person. Sometimes that happens, and I feel like that's why everything that we do is just, we are being a part of the circumstances. Like we're not like the owner of the goodness that we create, I feel like, okay? I mean, you might be thinking otherwise. That's okay. It's a free world that we can actually think whatever we want. So you don't have to oppose to me in the comments right away. Let's get into your plate now. We have the fish here, the catfish. Okay, if you have a question, a desire, and an intention, hold it in your mind. Let's see what the answer is going to be for that one. The catfish, there looks kind of like a kind of chunk of money. Fish is actually a plenty of fish in the sea. And I was thinking about like the fish, where does this fish metaphor coming from? I know the fish is like in Siberian steppes. My ancestors from the lakes, the Hazar Lake, I don't know the English name of it. Okay, there's a massive chunk of abundance coming your way. They were like fishing in the cold weathers, and that was the source of abundance for them. Another saying is there's plenty of fish in the sea, and what popped into my head, I think Jesus has a story with a fish as well. Okay, so like fish, that's why, because he actually splits the fish with his disciples. If I'm mistaken, just comment down below and correct me. Okay, so that's why it just multiplies. It multiplies. Fish is like a source of that's why it's a source of abundance. I see two eyes looking at you straight ahead. So I feel like here, this is another example, is telling you don't have to do it alone. The help will be coming and your desire coming forward, but this is something for the long term. Okay, if this is something that you want to obtain and you want it to last forever, you need to prep your mind for the long term, obtaining this thing for the long term. Okay, so I can even give the example of like the lottery. People wants to live. Some people, they win lottery. Most people, they win lottery. They spend it in all of it in 3 years. And at the end, when you ask them, oh, it was too much burden to carry anyways. It was too much to handle anyways. That's their attitude. So I feel like here, whatever that you're manifesting, if it's taking a long time, it is because like you are getting ready for obtaining it, holding it, like growing your cup basically in order to hold more inside of it. This can be love too. Okay, and I was actually watching this training coach, and he comments on like social media. He has a page, and he said it about himself. He said, like, I was actually coaching years ago one-on-one because I wasn't feeling like I was worthy enough to speak to many people, teach many people, help many people. But now he has like a huge, I think he's Booty by Jack or something. He's a very cute person. So he said this, like today I watched a video of him, and he was saying that now I have the bigger capacity. It's everything is all about self-love. Obtaining more money is self-love. Helping more people is self-love. Being seen is self-love. Like the more you love yourself, the more you feel confident within yourself, the more you spread the love. Basically, I feel like that's the thing here. While I was saying that, it was seeming like it's not going to move forward, but it did. You can see that whatever it is that you're manifesting, it is coming forward, not super slow. It has its own pace, and it's going to grow into a massive abundance. And it's going to like close one cycle in your life and open up a new one. Okay, and I see here a crab, kind of like the arms here showing up. This can be a Cancer. If you have a Cancer in your life, this can be a Cancer. And there's a massive fish also appearing, showing up in this person, as a person. There's a head right here, but when I flip it around, I see a fish again wearing a crown. This can be a King of Cups, a Pisces, a male Pisces, maybe showing up in your life, and who has abundance already. And you are kind of like dragging this person too. You're wearing a crown right there. There's a sign, like a star in your head. Seems like here, this authority figure is coming forward to help you out. And but you need to, because you're pulling them, you need to guide them. You need to show them how to help you as well. I see your protection circle surrounding you is perfect, which I was talking about the King of Cups here. Now there's a Cancer here. There's a Pisces here. You're dealing with a lot of water energy, a lot of like emotional people here, a lot of emotions as well, but they're all contained in your energy field. So they're not really violating anything, but they're adding more onto you, maybe helping you connect with the emotional side of the things that you want. Okay, finding the reason why, and that helps you actually attract the things you want into your life faster. I see a letter C, like Carrie, can be in the first name or the last name of someone. I see a letter L as Loretta, maybe Larry, Alan. And what else we have here? We have the number 8, which indicates material satisfaction, long-term stability, and the symbol of eternity when we flip it. So this is going to be something for the long run. Okay, let's get into your cards now. Let's start with your tarot, and let's see. If you have like a specific question in your mind, that makes it even better, because the more specific your question, the more specific your answer. Okay, let's see. Okay, Two of Pentacles. If you are working too hard to make things happen, this is basically telling you it's time to have a little bit of fun as well. Okay, so because hard work without aligned action is can be a little bit for like just tiring and cannot really bring results. Okay, so inspired action is very important. Also, if you're having fun, you shouldn't feel tired. Like being physically tired is different. Being exhausted is actually like, it means that you're spiritually drained. But if you're feeling physically tired, but when you wake up in the morning, you're fresh and bright after the things that you do, you are on the basically right path here. Okay. Let's see what we have. The moon, intuitive guidance will come forward. This is a Cancer. So the intuitive guidance can come forward through, we had the Cancer here, maybe someone, I feel like the masculine energy we have, but even though we have the feminine character here. So this can be a masculine women as well that will help you get to where you need to be. We have the mystic with the keys. The keys actually looks like my keys right here. The mystic is the Hierophant. It seems like here when you follow that intuitive guidance from this person, you're going to gain a lot of authority. We have two moon here, two full moons here as well with the Two of Pentacles. Two is partnership. So definitely you need to partner up with someone, or you are already partnering up with people. Okay. We had Two of Wands. It's actually setting off to new adventures and planning for those new adventures before you set off to them. Okay, having a good plan and ready, because this is your energy. This is fire, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. So having a good plan ready is going to actually help you get up and go really fast. Okay, it's not like this way you're not going to be caught without preparation. You're going to be prepared and you're just going to be good to go to that beautiful thing, that beautiful desire that you had in your mind. Eight of Cups indicates with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like finally, because now you are tired of working too hard, you're walking away from that to something that gives you joy. Okay, leaving that past behind, past behavior, past maybe struggles behind, and moving into much more intuitive action here with the Magician. There you go. It says yes. When you move towards even though there's an unknown situation, even though if you move with your intuitive guidance, your gut feeling, your inner knowing, your self-love, the Magician is actually going to, you can be the Magician, this can be a Virgo or a Gemini helping you out to reach those goals faster. Okay, to like gain momentum faster. Basically, the Mystic comes with Justice. I don't do reversals. This, my cats just kicked this off the table, that's why it's mixed all up. So we have Justice here. Justice basically with the Hierophants telling me you're going to get what you are actually, all the beautiful things that you're deserving, you're worthy of. This is karma finalizing. Mystic, I feel like you're gonna actually rise to that position of power and strength, that Taurus energy. However, this is actually structure, this is authority that you're going to be obtaining, you're going to be gaining. And Justice indicates that you have been working for this for a while already. This is like meant for you. Okay, this is what's you're worthy of. We have here Two of Wands energy with his Father as Swords. We saw a sword. It indicates logic, going ahead and following the logical path, being stoic and do not taking defeat or no as an answer, and keep moving forward and keep planning for the future even though you don't see the results. Okay, so because when you look at the history, I think like Alexander Graham Bell got rejected many times, and like many of the people that we hear, I was actually listening to Joseph Murphy book, and he was talking about Abraham Lincoln, and he applied for like a Congress membership. Like he lost like maybe 10 times or something until he got elected as the president. Okay, like he actually like tried so many times until he got elected as a president. And this is like another thing, I feel like this is the reflection of that kind of energy here. You are on the brink of something. Do not let it go. Maybe you have already put all the effort into it. Mental effort is also effort too. Okay, thinking from it, wanting it, desiring it, having that burning desire for it is also effort, because we always have like opposing thoughts keep coming to us every single day and saying that you're not good enough, you cannot do that, somebody else already done it, whatever it is. It is also a work saying that I'm worthy of that. I know I can make it happen. It's going to come to me. This is meant for me. Okay, because whatever the idea comes to your mind is actually something meant for you. That doesn't come to anybody else's mind, okay? So having that stoic and strong and moving forward attitude will help you reach to your plans faster, basically, okay? We have Candy Cane Angel coming forward, again aligning with Two of Pentacles here. Okay, this is actually, it's time for a treat. It's basically telling you maybe you are really putting yourself in a really, you know, a position or in a situation that's causing you to work really hard but get really nothing, okay? And the suggestion here is, this is like, because the Halloween coming forward, I'm using this deck. We have Angel of Alchemy also on the bottom with a miracle. So it seems like here your miracle is coming forward, but you need to be a little bit enjoying your life. It doesn't have to be what you're doing, but you can be enjoying your life, your moment to moment, every single day. That will actually help you find your miracle as the Magician here faster, okay? Finally, I'm going to be actually pulling an element card to see which element that you can cultivate to reach to that final victory that you're wanting and deserving. Let's see. Okay, this is Heart Path Oracle. We have Vision Questing, Karmic Forgiveness, Let Go and Let God. Okay, karmic forgiveness indicates you might be holding on to justice, also karma coming to like a full circle, completing and resetting a new future. So if there's anything that is holding you back, we have a beautiful whale here. You have the crab, you have the fish, you have the octopus, a lot of water energy, emotional things are being released. And this kind of reminds me now when I look at it, coral, but also like if you look at the brain synapses, the neurons making a new synapses on some, I don't know the terms 100%, kind of reminds me of that as well. I feel like when you make a decision, your mind start to change and the way that you see things will start to change as well. When you change the way you look at things, the things you look at will also change as well, okay? Let's see the elements that you can cultivate. And I'm going to also dive into your channel message too. I'm sorry. Okay, reset point. We have, okay, I'm going to pull another one. This is air. This came with, okay. This came exactly with Leo. If you have Leo in your chart or you're intending for Leo, if you have some Leos around you, look into those things as well, because this equator came with the Leo card. This is the air energy. So what you can do is go outside and breathe the clean air. That's one way for you to connect with this higher self, higher energies, and even start to change things around in your life. And there's like a best way that I do here. My way of doing things is I just go barefoot under a tree, take my shoes off, touch the tree, and I start breathing and saying thanks, giving thanks to the universe. What I do there, I touch the earth, I touch like a tree. Tree is not really an element, but air is, and I just take the deep breaths. There are two elements that I'm cultivating there, air and the earth. So that's what you can do as well to maybe clean that negativity, or if you're feeling like tired, evil eye around you. Let's see what this number 16 is here with the Mountain, Clarity. She's sleeping, kind of sleeping here. And the snow, let's see, Earth, exactly, air and earth we have here. There's an advantage to looking at things from a higher perspective. You're too close to something to see it properly and clearly. Take the high road, look at the big picture. Are you making too big deal of something? And that's what exactly actually shows up here. The Mountain, in your channel message, there's such a thing comes forward here. The Mountain is telling me like you are making something, growing something in your mind. It's not that big, you can overcome that. I want to double check. No, this is fire actually, excuse me. This is not air, but you can cultivate the air while breathing. This is fire, this is you. Find a balance in your life. Equality among people is a worthy goal. You're worth it. Do not compare yourself to others, as this is a useless task that only leads to unhappiness. There can be a happy medium. There doesn't have to be an extreme reaction. Basically, if you're putting a lot of work into something because you're thinking you're not really doing a good job, somebody else is better than you are, this is basically, it's telling you you are a perfect fire. You are actually creating amazing things. You don't have to think about it like that. And you are worthy. Whatever that you think about, it is your designed for you by the universe, okay? And let's see what the final word. And also, it says here is your channeled message. Reset point. This is where the new day begins. Okay. Even though we get out of bed when the sun comes up, okay, 0000. This is when the new day begins actually. And this is the time of new day starts. Reset, retest, test it out. Start fresh. You have tried something in the past, but it did not work out. Now you have the chance to make it work. Go ahead and try it out again. Maya Angelou's quote came to me here. When you know better, you do better. No such thing as a failure. Now you know better, you will do 1,000 times better. Namaste. Okay, let's see. The universal bank. Everything you need to thrive is already here. So basically, start with whatever that you have in your hand right now. You don't have to reach out or learn new things. You have all the connections, information, and all the power to do whatever you want. And basically, just reach out and touch faith. It is right there for you, okay? All right, my beautifuls, that's all for today. Hope you enjoy your reading. If you do, don't forget to give this one a thumbs up. And if you want to see more of these, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. I wish you all a magical day. Bye.